Braves gets a turn here. Now the Blue Jays losing their last game. That tied the 3-game set at 1 apiece. Chance to take the series against. He sends this one in the air towards center. And that gets the tying run on board. Now here comes a runner to the plate. And they get that run in. And they're able to get 2 runs in. He'll pull into third. That's a 2 RBI 3-bagger. So look now at the win expectancy graph and what those 2 RBIs have done for their chances.
This pitch down to the zone, he handles it beautifully. Big time hit in a clutch situation.
You'll be applauding himself for that base hit. 2 RBIs and a tough pitch. And here's Prince Fielder. He's hit a tremendous .471 lifetime off the Indians. It's fouled off. Here's the delivery. Swing and a ball drilled down the right field line. That one's into the corner. Goodbye, home run, and Toronto takes the lead. Great turnaround for them. A 2-run homer. They lead by a 1.
It's all about offense. When you're behind somebody, you got to get things going. That's what Toronto did there. Blue Jays out in front. Now they're going to look to pad the lead.
And the first pitch. Line drive left to the bag and foul. And the home run there, Steve, the pitcher's going to have to be very careful now.
Well, that's right. Damage control is critical. You don't want this inning to get out of control.
Now 0-2, Gomez. Let's see how he works ahead on the count. And here's a quick summary of how this guy's mixing up his pitches. How's he doing?
And mixing up your pitches, to me, he's throwing way too many changeup. He's become reliant on it.
You know, one of the things I've been noticing, he has not been throwing the slider as much as we're used to seeing it. And it could be a tremendous weapon for him. We'll see if he leans on it.
This is swung on, lifted to deep right field as he drops back and puts it away. It's Jose Bautista in the box now.
Definitely producing right now. He's picked up 5 hits in his last 9. Seemingly on base every single time he goes to the plate, making such a big difference for his team, giving them chances to score runs.
Way down the line and left, and that's out number 3. A strike for 4 runs, and they move back on top. The Blue Jays gaining the upper hand here. Last couple of hours, maybe even before the game started. It's been pretty comfortable weather, partly cloudy. He tripled home a couple in his last at bat. And the first pitch. Swing and a liner to right center. And it gets down. That's hit number 2, making good contact. That will bring up Prince Fielder. Team leaders in home runs. How'd they do it last year? Well, let's take a look at our State Farm leaderboard. Blue Jays number 1. Second, the Yankees. Third, the Mariners. Rangers 4th. Number 5, the Royals rounded out.
Well, a lot of times they say that power hitters can be pitched to if you pitch them carefully. The problem is with this team, they have a ton of power hitters in this lineup. Number 1 in baseball last year in the home run. And you make a mistake, and everyone in this lineup can make you pay with the long ball.
He's running. Fielder fouls it off yet again. And that's another foul ball. Oh, and he takes off for second. Another foul ball, and Fielder keeps the at-bat going. Fielder fouls it off yet again. And he fouls off another one. And the catch by Chisenhall. Well, they add a couple more runs here and extend their lead even further. Toronto up 3. We'll be looking to the leadoff batter later on in this inning, another AB. A crisp afternoon, maybe an understatement there, but in any case, this time of year you expect it. And we've got Hannigan here standing in. Here's the pitch. And he watches one that goes inside. 1-0 count. Steve, how about the arm today? How's he performing?
Well, the lefty's successful today, and you take a look at what's happening. A lot of ground ball outs. That's what's happening.
The 1-0 now. Oh, he lost control of that one, and that gets him.
Well, he didn't throw this. One where he wanted to, as the ball just kind of moves in on the plate and gets a piece of the hitter.
And fans, look out for next Tuesday. We'll be at the Rogers Center, home of the Blue Jays. They'll be hosting the Boston Red Sox. That'll be a 7 p.m. start. And here's the first one. Slider just misses. 1-0.
He tried to backdoor that pitch, but left it out and away.
The 1-0 pitch. And he looks at a changeup in there. 1-1. The pitch. Slider misses, and it's 2-1. You got to expand that strike zone. And so we'll take a look here at the pitches that he has thrown in attempts to get the hitters to chase him.
Well, when you break it down, his command just hasn't been there. You have to earn outside corner on the plate or the inside.
Swung, ground ball to short. Up with it now. Over to second for 1. And 2. Double play. Execution on that 6-4-3.
You have to have body control around the bag. Great acrobatic turn by the second baseman. Outstanding job. Well, a look here at last year in the American League and where the Indians ranked compared to everybody else. Second triples. 4. Fourth in stolen bases, and they were in the top 10 in team batting average with runners in scoring position, getting a lot of clutch base hits, and that's a great stat for a team that wants to win ball games.
Ball 1 started off the at-bat. It's 1-0. Change up just off the black. Falls behind 2-0. And it's fouled away. Here's the delivery. Takes a called strike on the outer half. It'll even things at 2. And look now at the pitch type distribution. One of the hallmarks of being effective is mixing up your pitches.
Well, not a busy repertoire for him. I mean, he's fallen in love with that slurve, and to me, he's throwing it way too much.
You know, it's interesting. I don't know why. You know, the scouting report is that he goes to that four-seam fastball for his outs. For whatever reason, he's not going there, but I think he needs to get back into that routine of what makes him successful.
Throws to first, side is retired. And a good half inning there, gone in short order in this one. Blue Jays still out in front. Dixon at the plate. Struck out swinging last time. First pitch to him. He swings and drives this one. One away.
I've got a moment to take a look back to last year's Toronto Blue Jays. First in home runs, first in slugging percentage, and they really understood a great approach at the plate. Second in the league in hitting, great batting average all around. Really some depth and length to that lineup and some threats throughout.
Hit in the air to center field. 2 men have been put away. And it's Jose Bautista in the box now. He's averaged .298 lifetime against the Indians. Oh, Bautista got good wood on this. And he drops back to the warning track to pull it in. Well, that's one way to keep. And it's DiMaggio batting. How's he getting these first pitches across? Well, let's take a look.
Okay, now take a look at what's happened when he goes 1-0 in the count. He falls behind. He's given up a home run and a couple of hits, and I mean they're just teeing off on him.
Had a base hit his last time up. Here's the first pitch. Hit in the air. This one's going well into the stands, off to the right. Drilled towards third. One. On to second. Safe there. Not enough time to pull two. A look at the teams from last year who stepped up big with runners in scoring position, courtesy of State Farm. Number 1, the Yankees. Second, the Mariners. Royals held the third spot. Jays fourth. And at number 5 on the list, the White Sox.
Well, the last thing you want to do is give up easy outs with runners in scoring position, and this team doesn't do that. One of the tops in baseball last year at hitting with those runners in scoring position, and they are a top quality team, and they battle you and battle you, and if one guy doesn't get you, the next one will.
That's inside. Fielder watches it. Here's the pitch. He fouls that one off. Fielder fouls it off yet again. And that one swung out and missed by Prince Fielder.
He helped him right there with 2 strikes. He gets the slider, but he chases it out of the zone for strike 3. Well, time to shine right here. Chance to be a hero, Care.
He flew out his last time up. And he's out at first. What an out. They pick up no runs on one hit and leave a man at second. Blue Jays 7. Indians. And it's Lonnie Chisenhall now to lead it off. Drove in a run earlier in the game. Buchanan called on to do the hurling now. as the Blue Jays bring in their reliever.
Well, in the late innings, now it's time for the managers to match wits to see who can best utilize his bench and his bullpen to win this game.
Low for a ball, 2-0.
Here in the 7th inning right now, nobody out. This is the time to get things going. You're down 2 runs. Make up the ground right now. Don't wait. You know, the pressure mounts, plus you get late in the game, you're going to see their best reliever coming in. This is the time to do it.
The 2-1 offering. It's now 3-1. Lonnie Chisenhall with the hitter's count.
Well, this is your dream when you're in the on-deck circle before you go into the batter's box. If you can get the count.
There's a swing, and that one's hit on the ground. 1 away. This is what the schedule looks like for Toronto. They wrap up this series with Cleveland today. They'll be traveling tomorrow. They'll take on a fellow AL East team, the Boston Red Sox. That'll be Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Then they continue the homestand with a series that should be good. The Baltimore Orioles. Lots of home games. That's always a good thing. Takes that breaking ball. That's in there. No balls, 2 strikes.
One out right here, up by 2 of the inning. You want to limit base runners and make plays. Try to eliminate the lead runner, but get outs if you can.
Tries to saw him off with that one, but he missed. 1 and 2. I don't know how you lay off that sinker, but it's 2-2.
That's a good spot to miss with that thing, just off the corner.
Pitch on the way. This one is popped up to the left side out of play. Lays off, and we're full 3 and 2.
Well, that's just some good old country hardball right there. Four-seam fastball up in the zone.
And on a full count, taps this one foul off to the left. That one's hit to the right, way down there, but that's going to be a long foul ball.
Well, the longer you get in the at-bat, the more you think that the pitcher will have the ability to make a mistake. And that pitch right there, he made a mistake. The hitter, though, just missed it. He hit it well enough, but he just couldn't keep it fair.
Well, he finished that one off with a strikeout. Nice pitch.
81 miles per hour with some solid movement.
Friel at the plate. Last time up, he drove in a run with a sac fly. Here we go. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a foul off to the right side. Swing and a line drive. That gets down. The tying run coming up. Late throw. He's on at first.
Well, late in the game and you're behind by a few runs, you're going to need base runners, and a 2-out base hit right here. This team needs to string a few more together if they want to try to tie this one up.
French at the plate. He doubled at his last appearance. That misses inside. 1-0. Ready with a 1-0. It's fouled away. Foul ball. Here's the delivery. Oh my, is he wild right now? That could be trouble. The 2-1 pitch. Here's a swing and a miss at the heater. We're even at 2.
Well, that pitch right there, he just blew it right by the hitter. Swung late.
There's a sinker in there. Side's going to be retired as that's called for a 3rd strike. No runs on a hit, and they'll strand it. And it'll be the Blue Jays coming right up. Brett Laurie leading it off. He homered back in inning number 2. Now the first pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Here's the pitch. There's a swing and a smash. 1 away. Now our State Farm leaderboard looking at the teams leading the league in slugging percentage from last year. Blue Jays number 1, the Yankees second, Royals held the 3rd spot, 4th spot Rangers, and the Mariners 5th.
Well, Gary, we're going to see sluggers in this game today. And I tell you what, they got guys who can.
Bautista, the ground ball. That's the 2nd out of the inning. And Bradley settles in. Grounded out last time. He homered earlier in the ballgame.
Well, with team winning, he's been a big part of the offense, driving in a run with a base hit, and then the home run where he got a pitch that he could drive out of the ballpark and capitalize on it.
He's wishing he laid off that one, a strike and a pitch in the dirt. Good arm action, circle change, swung out and missed. 0-2.
When a hitter gets fooled, he starts to open up his swing. That means he can only really handle a pitch.
He sends this one in the air towards center. That's the 2nd out.
Good read off of the bat. A quick jump, has to come in on it a little bit. It has enough time to put it away.
Swing and lined up the middle. That gets down. That'll put him on the tying run up.
Well, that's the start they wanted right there. You get the first guy on with the inning. No outs. Big things could happen now.
And it's DiMaggio batting. Drove in a run earlier in the game. Now here's a slow roller to 3rd. There's 1. And Bautista wraps up 2. Around the horn they go, and they rack up a couple of outs.
That's a pitcher's best friend, but also a manager's best friend as they get the double play.
It's Lonnie Chisenhall at the plate. There aren't 2 down. Drove in a run earlier in the game. And that's a fly ball. That could do it. And you just saw it, folks. That's going to be the last play of this game.
Toronto comes away with the win, Gary. They did what they needed to do to pull this one out and have to be feeling pretty good about the way they played today.
And now, what you say we present an award. It's our player of the game.
Well, you know what they say, that everyone loves to see the long ball when you come to it.
And, Steve, they're able to put this one away in the record books. This is a good victory.
Hey, anytime you can go on the road and beat another major league team, you've got to consider yourself fortunate.
This is Gary Thorne with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. Hope you had a great time. As good as Adele batting now 0 for 3 to this point. 1 out with runners at first and second. Oh, there he goes. Taps this one foul off to the left. Swing and a miss on the fastball, second out in the inning.
That's a big second out right there, holding on to a slim lead. Now he's got a chance to get out of this thing without any major trouble.
Braves has the turn in the box. Not looking last time. Now the first pitch. That one's hit to the right, way down there, but that's going to be a long foul ball. There's contact. He drove it well. That'll do it as they put that one away. I think there's an issue. And if you had just tuning in. Hi, Gary Thorne along with John Kruk, Steve Phillips. Drove in a run earlier in the game. First pitch on the way. That one fouled off by Fielder. Here's the pitch. Fielder fouls it off yet again. Hit in the air. And another foul ball.
We see that pitch running in on the hitter's hands. Great defensive swing just to put that ball in play to stay alive.
Play is made. This is what the schedule looks like for Boston. Tonight's game, the last against Toronto. They'll be traveling tomorrow. The Rays come into town, kicking off a homestand. Great series there. That's Friday through Monday. A team that will definitely give them a... Really nailed that one right through the middle of the infield. Throws in time to first. What a play. Great play made. Boy, middle of the infield. You love that kind of help.
Well, he stretched out as far as he could possibly go to be able to make the play. Gold glove effort.
Now 2 outs. A chance here for Brett Laurie. Throws on to first in time to retire the side. Saves. Cordero at the plate. He'll start the 9th. And a home run back in the 4th inning. Fastball swung out and missed. 0-1.
Well, coming down to the wire right here, it's do or die time. You need base runners. Get somebody on. If you get the leadoff in.
He swings and nails a liner. 1 away.
Offensively right now, you've got to force the issue. You're running out of time. You got 2 outs left in this game, Gary. I think that from the managerial perspective, he's got to think about putting runners in motion if he gets them on to try to make something happen.
Daniel Bard's going to be pitching. Boston swung on, lined over the first baseman's head. And it's in there, the tying run on board. He's going to try to stretch it.
What an at-bat right there. You know, you're talking about a guy coming off the bench cold. It's one of the toughest things to do in all of baseball. He made it look easy.
Well, you went late inning.
There's a swing and a line drive. And there we go, the winning run on base.
Well, he tried to work him up the ladder right there, and that one was right at the letters. Took a good hack at it, though, and that's why he's on base.
Hamill at the plate, and he's at the plate with the possibility of tying this ball game up, runners on.
Well, this is one of those situations you don't want the hitter to put it in play. You need a punch out.
And there's another one, couple of quick hits. Now here comes a runner to the plate. And he scores, and we are tied. Let's see what the RBI means for their win expectancy.
So the pitcher comes Trying to close this one out, and he leaves a pitch in a bad spot. Now we're all tied up again. He has to shut this thing down and give his offense a chance to come back and win it.
Odell is batting. He's looking to put an end to it right now.
A base hit or a short fly ball probably puts an end to this.
That would be a game winner. Oh, and he takes off for second. And he is safe at second.
Let's see this one again, Gary. That's a fairly good jump at first base. Makes it easily. Nice job.
That's where sliding can really make a difference. You do get in there faster in this situation when you get down.
And now he's in scoring position.
Swings and grounds this one to the right side. Foul. Changeup swung on and missed. That'll be out number 2.
Well, they went soft with 2 strikes. They go to the changeup, completely fooling the hitter. Struck him out.
Graves gets a shot here. He's trying to end this thing right here and now.
Well, any type of base hit now does the trick.
That one swung on its line. And it's in there. A run wins this game. And game over. The winning run scores, and that's the wrap.
Hometown fans going home in celebratory fashion, Gary, as they win this one in the final inning, getting it done in an unbelievable game.
Now, our player of the game, and I don't think it's going to be a surprise. Who's got our pick in this contest?
Well, you know, sometimes it doesn't matter how many hits you get, but it's when you get them. And that's how this game was decided. The one big hit of the entire game, and it's easy to see why we singled him out as the player of the game.
And, Steve, that ought to send these folks home happy. Two runners for Prince Fielder. Walked in his last plate appearance. And the first pitch. Fielder mashes that one. And goodbye home run. The Jays cut into this lead. They were trailing by 5, a 3-run homer, back to within 2.
Gary, the Blue Jays look determined. This game is theirs. They've drawn close. Now we got to see if they can take the lead.
The pitch. A swing and a ball hit high and deep. Down the line and right. Out of here, a home run. They trim a bit off that deficit with that solo homer, coming to within 1.
Come from behind wins are tough to get, especially against this team, but they're a little bit closer right now. They got the feeling.
First one to Laurie, and here's the pitch. There's a swing, and that one's hit on the ground. He'll throw one to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. Well, you want to keep your options open, so as you look at the pen, both the righty and lefty are up.
Well, manager's looking ahead at the lineup, making sure that he has all options available to handle this lineup.
But not before they tally 4 times, thanks to 2 home runs in the inning. It is get-back time for the Blue Jays. Now they've got to shut down the opposition. It's going to be Wieters. Last outing for the Orioles proved to be a W. Maybe a likely outcome after winning the first 2 games in the 3-game set, so they sweep, going 3 for 3 against the Yankees. Coming in now, and he'll be the new pitcher. Here we go. Here's the first pitch. Oh, Bautista got good wood on this. Goodbye, home run, and Toronto takes the lead. And they did exactly what they wanted to do with that big fly ball. They've evened it up.
Well, have to credit this offense. They've been relentless getting themselves back into this game. They've tied it up, and now, if they ride this momentum, they can take the lead. Managers face so many different decisions during the course of a game, and as the game goes on and it's close, those decisions become much more critical to success or failure.
Well, we talk about a swing line to left center, and he's on. That's the go-ahead run. He's going to try to stretch it. Now let's see how the top-hitting teams measured up last season, courtesy of State Farm. Number 1, the Royals. Second, the Blue Jays. Tigers third. Yankees fourth. And at number 5 on the list, the White Sox.
When you watch this team today, one of the top hitting teams in all of baseball last year, you can't get frustrated as a pitcher pitching against them because they are going to get base hits, but you're going to have to bear down. And if you're
hit in the air to left center, that's one away. Hamill at the plate, a win in their last contest for the Jays. So after splitting the first 2 games, a good outing to finish that series ahead 2-1 against the Red Sox. Swings on that first pitch, misses the fastball, 0-1. Nice victory for them in that last one. You got to keep the wins coming now, home or road.
Well, absolutely, and they played some good baseball in that one, but they've also been playing well all season, so this is to be expected.
Oh, and he takes off for second, on the ground to second.
Well, anytime you're sitting on the bench, it's hard to tell what a pitcher's really throwing unless you get in that batter's box. You come off the bench very cold like he was and delivers, that is huge.
Odell in the box. He singled and later scored. Oh, he's running, taking off for second. That's foul. Drops down a bunt. That one goes foul. He's running towards second. Slider swung on and missed. 2 down. So they pick up a run on the home run and pull even. Even game here in Toronto. Guidry up at the plate. He'll start us out here in the last inning of regulation. Bottom half of the last inning, and you got to believe if you're standing there at the plate, you're thinking about ending it right here.
Well, you know, there's clutch hitting, but there's also clutch pitching. The pitcher understands he has to get this guy out.
And he throws on to first for the out, put away. And this Prince Fielder in the box now. He homered back in the 7th inning of this game. Here's the first pitch. Slider swung on and missed. 0-1.
Well, you talk about a guy that doesn't get cheated in the batter's box. You usually see that swing when someone throws a fastball.
Swing and a liner to right center. And he's on the potential winning run. Get ready.
Oh, with that big hit right there, he only needs a triple to complete the cycle. But, hey, that's the toughest one to get. Let's see if he can do it.
Dixon at the plate. He's batting with a possibility. This one swung on and driven hard. Out number 2. The runner's tagging from first. Now here is Brett Laurie. He's really looking to keep this going. There are, however, 2 down.
Well, a gapper could be a game-winning base hit here, so look for the outfield to play nothing over their head.
And that runner at first will be flying on contact. Line towards third and foul. Here's the delivery. Curveball, that tied him up in knots. Swung on and missed. Side retired. No runs on a hit, and they'll strand it. Tied here in Toronto, we head to the 10th. Carvajal gets a turn here. Bounced into. He homered earlier in the ballgame. The first pitch. Here's a swing and a ground ball. One away. And here we've got Coleman to hit. Base hit his last time. Pitch on the way. First pitch, and he misses the fastball. Strike one.
You know, as a hitter right here, you have to be aware that you might get a fastball with that 0-1 count. That's typically where he goes.
Swing and a hot shot. Wow, that was close. Right back up the middle. Almost got him. He's trying for second.
I tried to go down with that 0-1 pitch, but it gets blasted right back for the base hit.
But the way he went after that in the box, Steve, it looked like he might have been guessing. There he goes towards second. There's a swing, line drive, center field. Oh, and a great catch. Not in time, easily safe at first. Reaction time critical on this play if you're going to get it in the air.
You're not going to see many plays better than this one. The instant it leaves the bat, he reacts quickly and reaches out and makes the catch.
It's Colon at the plate. He's 1 for 1 so far. Fouled off. Oh! Here's the pitch. Hit in the air to center field. And he's there to retire the side. No runs at a base hit. They leave one man on at first. And extra innings continue here in Toronto. And it's Axford coming to the plate. He's our first batter here, leading off the 11th. And starts him out here. Ground ball to short. Odell in time for the out. Guidry gets a shot here. Struck out swinging last time. Trying again here. Just one for 5 in this one. Boston coming in to hurl. They've decided it was time to make a change here.
Well, going to the bullpen right here, that's his chess move. Let's see if it's checkmate.
Here's the delivery. And he takes a strike on that fastball. 1-1.
He's just popping that glove with that four-seam fastball, pounding the strike zone.
Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2. One-two pitch coming. Struck him out, so they'll go to work, see if they can't win it in the bottom half. They pick up 3 hits in the inning. They leave the sacks full. This one's still tied up in Toronto. We've got the top of the order coming up. Odell up now. He is just a triple shy of the cycle now.
Well, it's the toughest leg of the cycle to get, but if he hits it into the gap, look at him run.
Swung on line to right center field. And there we go, the winning run on base.
Well, he just continues to swing a hot bat in this one. Is that 4 hits for him now? Yes, it is.
Dixon at the plate. And, John, what do we expect to see off the mound against Toronto?
Does Joaquin Soria start?
Lined right at the second baseman. Throws on to first in time to retire the side. No. And welcome to those of you just tuning in, 2K Sports, Major League Baseball. This is Gary Thorne along with Steve Phillips and John Crook. He homered earlier in the ballgame. And here's the first one. There's a swing and a ground ball. 2 away. And here we've got Coleman to hit. 2 for 2 in the game. Reaches out for that one. He's behind on the count, 0-1.
Well, that's an awfully big hack for such a slow off-speed pitch. Came up empty.
And a grounder is at the last out. Fasnock And on to first for out number 3, and that's going to do it.
Yep.
And it's time to present. And they come into hostile territory, Steve, and Altuve at the plate. Now the Blue Jays lose. Their last game. It makes it 2 in a row. They're looking to at least pick up 1 here against Baltimore. Now here's a grounder towards the hole. He's going to try to stretch it. There's the throw. Over to second for 1. Over to third. Not in time. He is in there safely. Something to look forward to. This Wednesday, we'll be in Milwaukee to see the Milwaukee Brewers. They'll host the Los Angeles Dodgers. That game has a start time at 7 Eastern.
Well, Gary, fans are going to want to tune into that one because I think that's got a chance to be a heck of a ball game.
Slider swung on and missed. 0-1. Steve, let's take a look at his pitching performance. Smacked that one. He got her right up the middle. And he throws to first in time, out number 2. And the run comes in.
Good team offense right there. Get them on, get them over, get them in. Doesn't have to be the long.
He bounced out his last time. Buchanan will be the new pitcher as the Blue Jays bring in their reliever.
Well, what a shame. I mean, it's got to be disappointing for the pitcher, and he's going to have a conversation with the manager after the game. Got a no-hitter going. Why would you take him out?
And he looks at a sinker in there, 1-1.
They throw the sinker ball to get the ground ball out. He got the called strike right there. If they swing, he's going to get his share of ground balls.
There's a ground ball. And his throw gets him 1 away.
Let's take a look at last year's rankings in the American League and see how the Baltimore Orioles fared. 5th best for hits, 7th in batting average, and they were in the top 10 in runs. An offense that was relentless, that ability to continue to put the pressure on the opposition and take pressure off their own pitching staff.
It's going to be Wieters. Average for him last year, 226 against the Blue Jays.
Well, and they just had his numbers. Sometimes you just have to tip your hat to the entire staff and say, you know what, they were just better than me. Maybe he can turn it around this year.
Fastball in there, 0-1.
He must have been looking for an off-speed pitch in that situation because the fastball looked like it surprised him.
Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Matt Wieters. Watch that strike zone.
At 0-2, you're in complete control right now, so I'm throwing him something out of the strike zone to see if I can get him to chase.
Altuve, 2 down. And we get Meyer batting, still seeking his first hit of the ball game. And the first pitch. Sinker misses badly, 1-0.
And when he can keep that thing down and away, it's nearly impossible to hit.
1-0 now. Back into the stands behind home plate. Foul ball. Just off the inside edge, 2-1. Two one on the way. 2-1 delivery of fastball, swung on, strike two. Fastball swung on and missed, side retired. They fail again in their quest for a hit. That's going to make it 8 no-hit innings so far. The Orioles still looking for a run. Graves at the plate. He'll start things off, bottom half, 8th inning. Now a ball hit high in the air, left field, way back. Gone, a home run. The 2-run lead is turned into a 3-run ball game after that solo shot and a great swing.
All right, now Toronto's got to be pretty darn happy with their offensive approach.
Swing and a miss by Fielder. That'll be strike one. Steve, going back to that home run, that is a very tough obstacle now to overcome.
And the manager.
Here's a swing and a ground ball. Throw will pull him off the bag. He is safe at first. These teams set the tone in offense last year. Let's take a look, brought to you by State Farm. Number 1, the Yankees. Blue Jays in second. The Royals third. Tigers fourth. And the Mariners swung on, hit down the left field line into the corner, and goodbye home run. The production for the Jays goes on. The lead is 5 thanks to that 2-run shot.
Gary, this offense has just been in control right here. Extending the lead, going to make it much more difficult to catch them later.
Swings, hits this one very high in the air. A soaring drive. Goodbye home run. And a 6-run lead. Imagine that home run came with a couple of guys on. Little warm-up action going in the bullpen. That's right-hander up and throwing.
Well, they're going to wait for the right-handed hitter deck to get announced, and then they'll probably make the move to the pen. Blue Jays just continue to do damage. They're flying around the bases today.
Deep right as he retreats back for it and gets the out.
Well, I followed the scouting reports. They moved the outfielders back before the play, and they were in exactly the right position to be able to make the catch. Good.
He'll start the ninth. Here we go. Here's the first pitch. That's off the plate away, 1-0.
Well, that right there is a really good pitch, just missing the outside corner. Give the batter a lot of credit, though. That is one of the toughest pitches to lay off of, that hard fastball away.
On the way. Off the mark there, ball 2. Up the middle it goes. And that one's going to go through. That's our first hit of the game for these guys.
Well, anytime you can get on base with no outs to start an inning, you know that an extra base hit will probably score you. But even if the batter behind you can figure out a way to get on base, now you have the potential for a huge inning.
Carvajal at the plate. Bounced into a fielder's choices last time. And it's Axford coming to the plate. 0 for 2 thus far. And he starts him out. And that's by him, 0-1. Pitch on the way. 1-0 is a curve and a called strike.
All the pressure on the hitter right now. He knows that he has to protect the plate in order not to strike out.
A swing line to left center. That should be a base hit. And he scores.
Base runners, they just want to string a few more of these hits together. Get guys on base, and see what they can do, but they're starting to cut into this lead.
Guidry settling in. Well, they're making a stab at it. Trouble is they've got a big mountain to climb. Here's the delivery. Low for a ball, 1-1. And he looks at a fastball in there, and it's 1-2 now.
Now that he's established the bottom of the strike zone, it gives him so many options. He can go to the breaking ball or climb the ladder with another fastball.
Down on strikes there. Nice piece of pitching work.
I'll tell you what, you get a fastball up over triple digits. It's an absolute blur to the hitter. It gets on him so quickly, there's nothing he can do with it.
Runs up to bunt, gets this one down. He's up with it. And that is not in time. He's aboard at first. And they bring him home. Steve, we'll take a look at this replay. Pitcher trying to help his own cause here, but he couldn't get the out.
Well executed play by the pitcher, fielding the ball, throwing it from down low, trying to get him, but he's able to just beat it out.
That's just a very good swing and a soft grounder towards second. It's gobbled up. It's time to get it done. Baltimore, let's see if they can. Opposite field hitting. It is a classic piece of baseball.
Especially on that inside pitch. It keeps the defense off guard when you can muscle the inside pitch to right field.
Hit up the middle. That'll be a base hit at an RBI. That's run number 2.
But you have to give them some credit. They're not quitting. That base knock now makes it just a 2-run game. Let's see if they can keep this rally going.
Here he is, Matt Wieters. It is a difficult task to trying to get back into a ball. Oh, both runners on the move. Oh, and they get that one on the out. Couldn't get the double part of it. At the belt, the 1-0. Gets that call at the knees, evens the count at 1 apiece. And it's the job of the pitcher now to shut this thing off. You start getting that momentum change going, and all of a sudden this ball game, the lead's not nearly as big.
And you know what? It's the job of a good team to keep on scrapping and take it.
Smash towards the hole, and that's going to be a base hit. Tying run is on. And the run gets in.
Look, it's very interesting right now. That huge at bat cuts the lead to 1. Now let's see where this thing goes.
Yeah, we get Meyer batting, and it is getting down to crunch time right now. This is where the offense, they can't give up not only an at-bat, they can't give up a pitch.
Well, that's a clutch hit we saw right there, Gary, but they're going to need somebody else to get it done as well, as they're within 1 right now, but they need that big hit.
What you're seeing here is the 9th inning adage in baseball. They are the toughest outs to get, and they didn't get them in time. Casey is going to be our new pitcher here as Toronto brings him into close. 1-2 pitch coming. And it's fouled away. That fastball misses, 2-2.
You're right, Gary. That last out is the toughest one to get, and they're needing to get it right now because they're looking to extend this game right here with 1 more hit.
Swing and a fly ball, and this might be it. That's going to be a wrap. Final end of the ball game.
Toronto comes away with Gary. They did what they needed to do to pull this one out and have to be feeling pretty good about the way they played today.
And now let's take a look at one player clearly instrumental in this contest. He's our player of the game.
Well, you know what they say, that everyone...
And Steve, that ought to send these folks home. Graves in the box. And he needs to come through here with 2 down.
Infield got to play back in this situation and get the out at the easiest base.
Makes contact. It is going to be fouled. That fly ball deep and off to the left. Trying to go up the ladder, but he can't catch up. 0-2.
Well, they're a strike away right now from getting out of this jam and holding on to the lead.
Swung on and ripped towards second. Throw got him. That is one heck of a play. And with that right-hander warming up in the bullpen here, I'm not sure quite what they're thinking. Can't figure anything out, man. And through 7, they remain without a run. Kansas City maintaining their advantage. Blue Jays taking the win yesterday. Now find themselves on top 2-1 with a chance to take the series 3 out of 4 against. This is swung on, lifted to deep right field. And that's the 3rd out. That'll do it. And taking a look. And Hosmer is in the box. And a home run back. Back in the 6th. Buchanan will be the new pitcher. He'll be relieving for the Blue Jays now.
Well, they win a great one here today, Gary, and it's all because of the pitching. Outstanding pitching. Really.
I think you'll agree. And Steve, that ought to send these folks.